A tropical low pressure system off the Queensland coast may strengthen into a tropical cyclone in the coming few days, and whether or not this happens, the weather system will bring significant rain and the potential for flooding to large parts of Queensland. I'm Angus here at the Bureau. This is a severe weather update. Let's dive into it with the current situation showing us not one but two tropical low pressure areas with these L's on the map across northern parts of the country, straddling either side of the Cape York Peninsula. This one here off the east coast is Tropical Low 12U. That's what it's been called, and this will become the most significant of the two. 13U out in the Gulf of Carpentaria may increase the amount of rainfall across parts of the peninsula in the coming few days before weakening away. There is a band of rain between these two tropical low pressure areas here across the north tropical coast, and that has brought moderate to locally heavy falls yesterday, overnight and this morning. There is also a whole lot more rain out over the water wrapping around this low pressure area, and that's going to become important because this tropical low pressure area is moving towards the coast, taking the rainfall with it onto northern parts of Queensland. It has been assessed by the Tropical Cyclone Forecast team here that there is a moderate risk, that's between a 40 and 50% chance that this weather system could become a tropical cyclone before it reaches the coastline. Whether or not that happens, this weather system will bring significant rain onto the country. So even though we don't have a tropical cyclone yet, we have already issued a severe weather warning for parts of the east coast. Heavy rainfall and damaging wind are possible in this warning area. We can see it stretches from north of Cooktown, past Port Douglas and Cairns, through Townsville, Ayr and Bowen, and comes all the way down here to Hamilton Island. In this area we could see heavy to intense rainfall, including the possibility of 100mm rainfall totals in a 6-hour period during the day on Friday, and up to 250mm over a 24-hour period. Intense rainfall means that some regions could see numbers even greater than this. There will also be a risk of damaging wind gusts, particularly along the coast here, and those could be up to 90 kilometres an hour. This is all expected to occur on Friday as the weather system approaches the country, but a key area of focus in the coming days will be during the weekend, because that is when this system, and as a reminder, it might be a tropical cyclone, it might not be. It may be a tropical low pressure area, but that is when this weather system is likely to cross the coast on Saturday afternoon and make its way onto mainland Queensland. At that point, rain could become really extensive around the state, from somewhere as far north as Port Douglas or further north than that, all the way down the east coast through Mackay into the Capricornia, maybe even into the Wide Bay, as well as pushing inland towards the likes of Winton and Longreach. And we probably will see some quite significant rainfall accumulations between Friday and Monday over the course of this area. Quite heavy falls are possible across the east coast, particularly between Cairns and Mackay, maybe a little further south than that as well, but significant falls are also expected through the Central Highlands, the Northern Goldfields, the Upper Flinders, and out to parts of the Central West. So there's a large area in Queensland which is anticipating quite a lot of rainfall in the coming 4 to 5 days, and this is extra significant due to all the recent rain across the north of the state. Persistent heavy falls between Christmas and today have meant that rivers in the north are flooding already. There is major flooding occurring along the Flinders River, including around the Winton area at the moment. We also have moderate flooding across the Norman River and the Georgina River out over western Queensland, and moderate flooding over the Herbert River along the north tropical coast. And remember, this is where we have our severe weather warning for more rain on the way tomorrow. Minor flooding occurring in a number of rivers both inland and along the coast, as shown in green, and the purple colour on the map, which goes from here up to here, is our flood watch. That shows us where we're concerned we could see more flooding based on the rainfall forecasts for the coming few days. There are a lot of rivers in this flood watch, so if you do live anywhere in central or north Queensland, definitely stay up to date with the severe weather, the warnings and the flood warnings through the course of the next several days. Finally, before we wrap up, just a couple of the key weather impacts we're really concerned about ahead of this weather system. Obviously, flooding is the main one, and that flooding could bring a threat to property and life, as well as livestock. It is likely to shut a lot of roads and may lead to isolation of entire communities if all the access routes get shut by flooding, and could have a fairly significant impact on agriculture and farming as well. So lots of weather ahead for the northern half of the state, and potentially areas into the south as well. This is definitely one to keep on top of. Keep a tab on the forecast so you can stay up to date with the latest developments, both on Friday, right out through the weekend and into next week. And you can always find the fresh freshest information on the Bureau's website and app. Thanks for watching.